That's okay.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the press. We assembly leaders, we have decided this morning to call this press conference to clear the air on some of the issues that are already happening within our party. There's been a lot of rumors about the directions we are taking, but this statement has been agreed on by all leaders, and that is the position of Embu leadership. Therefore, in the statement, we Embu leaders and aspirants have learned with utter dismay the appointment of Kariuki Mati as the Director of Operations of the Jubilee Party. This is totally unacceptable to Embu leaders and communities, as Kariuki, who is the County Assembly Speaker, is also a campaign manager of one of the gubernatorial aspirants, gubernatorial candidates, and therefore the appointment is tearing the party apart and is totally unacceptable. The appointment contradicts the statements by His Excellency the President that there are no favored candidates. We therefore demand immediate revocation of this appointment if we expect our party to be cohesive in this county and beyond. And Embu has spoken. Thank you.
Questions?
Yes.
What are you contemplating to do if that revocation is not?
We do not want to anticipate, and we don't want you to anticipate. First of all, we have made the statement of Embu people, and we know that Embu people, we do not want to be assumed at all by anybody. We are the people who know the politics, the demography of this county. So we have made that statement, and that is our demand.
May I also add that we completely are in agreement with the statement read by former Minister Cooperative, Mr. John Breda, a seasoned politician in this county and a leader here for many years, and along with the Senator and other leaders with us here, that our President, party leader, has been very, very categorical that there will be free and fair nomination and a general election. And when you appoint a biased party, a partisan person to a very critical position, which will determine the fate of the nomination, then we are not in agreement with that at all. We don't believe that our party leader is aware of this, but if he isn't, then he has to know now. And we have talked to people very close to him because he was not available yesterday. And I'm sure the message now will reach him live, that we want to abide by his promise. All what we want as Embu leaders and voters is that the voter is not denied his constitutional right to vote a person of his choice. That one we cannot compromise. I also want to add that in Embu County, we are very seasoned professionals, very seasoned and people of high integrity. We have former PSs, like Cyrus Gitwai, who was a PS in office of the President. We have the former President of Teachers in the whole of Africa, Peterson Muthaiga, and many others who can fit very competently in a position like that, because we cannot afford to have somebody who is not of high integrity running this kind of process. I also finally say that we are going to ensure and assure people from within the party that there will be free and fair election. At any stage we see a sign of a move which is going to compromise free and fair election, especially the nomination of Jubilee Party, we shall intervene immediately and with a lot of determination. Senator?
Maybe what we are saying is that we need the party, that is the Jubilee Party, to appoint persons who are agreeable to all the contestants to oversee the nominations of its candidates. Those will be the flag bearer during the general elections. We cannot have a person who is a combatant, who is supporting a particular gubernatorial candidate. That person now will be in charge of elections for nominations, will be in charge for nominations of party flag bearers. He is going to be definitely biased. He has already taken a position for the last 1 year, so we cannot assume that he's not going to take a position when it comes to nominations. So we are saying as Embu leaders, both elected and aspiring candidates, that we need a person who is non-partisan, who will conduct nominations for and on behalf of the people of Embu. It's as simple as that, period. Thank you.
Senator?
Thank you. Good morning, members of the Fourth Estate. I am here together with my colleague leaders from Embu County. And first of all, we the leaders of Embu County, we support His Excellency the President, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, in all the endeavors to make sure that this year we must get 70+1% of the presidential vote. Having that in mind, while not challenging the appointment of one Justice Kariuki Mati, because the appointing authority must have had a reason why they appointed him, it is also notable that if Kariuki is going to control elections, the problems that we are talking about may even overflow beyond Embu County due to integrity issues, which I don't want to discuss at this forum. In the past few weeks, for example, there was a meeting at Woods Annex organized by the same Kariuki Mati, together with a very high personality from this county. Very high personality from this county. And in that meeting, the names of the people who will be given tickets were outlined. They were announced. We cannot now come and pretend that we do not know what is behind the table. It is totally unfair, unacceptable, untenable, something that cannot make, our party become stable. Having said that, we understand IEBC may not be in a position to carry out nominations due to time and pressure in the country. Having said that, if IEBC will not be able to carry out nominations in Jubilee Party, then you give to Kariuki Mati. We are actually thinking of taking back our party back to the KANU and PNU days, where people come with their cartons and then with pieces of paper. It's very saddening. This is not something we can accept as leaders in this country. And we have already discussed that, but we don't want, hatutaki kuweka chumvi au sukari. Hatutaki kuweka chumvi au sukari, hiyo maneno, tayari tumeissue our position. Our position is that we cannot accept that appointment. And the reason is, huwezi kufanya ati fisi awe ndio janji wa kondoo. Now, what I'm saying, now, I reiterate that at all times, since we support the president, and we know the discretion of the president to even revoke, appoint, and all that, it would not take long. We in Embu, we Assembly leaders, we are united in one front. We are all going to make our president the president of Kenya this year. But we should not put Jubilee Party in a position of disadvantage whereby all the aspirants will start now thinking, if I do not go to appease one Kariuki Mati, then I have no ticket. And that's not a very good position to be in. I don't think any one of the aspirants will feel very comfortable to walk to Kariuki to seek the favor of being given the nomination certificate.
I think the true test of leadership is first and foremost to hold together this county. And what we want to say as Embu leaders is that we do not want to at any one time come to a place where, a position where the community of Embu is torn apart by leadership. And that is why we are here together, united, speaking in one voice and saying that we want free and fair elections. And we started having problems right from the nomination of officials. And we have continually said we want free and fair elections. And please take this very seriously. We want Embu people to remain as one even after this election. And for that reason, we will do what is right, we will do what we deem to be right, and we are going to pledge to continue doing what is right for this county. Because even after the elections, Embu must stand as one people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, that's very good, the point Liti has brought. We started having problems right from the time of elections for the party. And I believe the party has the capacity to even come here and call all the leaders and tell them do the elections. If they have done that in all the other counties, why not Embu?
It's not digress.
But for today, we have one major topic, which is moving from the fire, from the pan to the fire. And we don't want to be in the fire. Thank you.
Jubilee is our party. We're not running away from our party.
We are the owners.
Because of a fellow. Yani, you get a snake walk into your house and then you run out. What kind of a fellow are you? This is our party. We will, whatever the problems are, we are going to cleanse it. Because, yes, issues outside, issues without this county, those we do not want interference. We do not want interference about issues in this county. And I said, and I'll repeat, we don't want to be assumed
that the officials of the party at county level will not be responsible for elections in this county. So we'll be getting officials from other counties. So it is not a very serious issue as an issue whereby we are getting the wrong people to head election in the country and also in the counties. So that one we must tackle it head on without mixing with other issues.
Okay, any other question about this statement?
Yeah.
Yes, about the statement.
Yeah, my question is,
yes,
if the president is secretly supporting some aspirants here, do you guarantee support for him?
there is no, that I can tell you with authority. The president, and you heard him,
He has said it again.
and you heard him many times. He was here the other day. The president is not. And the reason why we are mad is because we know even these Machiavellian moves who are the party headquarters, they are not by the president. The president doesn't know. But it will make him know, because the president needs Embu to be cohesive. And he has seen that, and you heard him the other day. He wants a cohesive county, you know? So he cannot be the one introducing it. He's not that kind of a person.
is not organizer.
Okay, please.
Now,
Okay.
there is an incident the Senate has referred to. It was on 14th of January this month, isn't it? And in that meeting where these things were conceived, there was no party leader or deputy. So these things are being conceived at lower levels and by some of our sons here. But we don't care who it
stick to
is. We shall not allow it.
Okay, can we, any issue on this?